Sorry, I have a quick question. You're Kirk Lyons, correct?
I am.
Are you the same Kirk Lyons that the Southern Poverty Law Center calls a white supremacist?
I am that one, and let me tell you why. I'm a so-called white supremacist. Why does a so-called white supremacist have to school you people on basic civics and decency and what art desecration is?
I don't think that's a good thing that you just said.
No, why is it that I have to school you on that? No. I represented clients.
If you want to school us, how about you
and I represented clients that you wouldn't want to have at your dinner table.
Like ISIS?
But they have rights just like anybody else. And if you take away their rights, then your rights are gone. It's the old ACLU argument, of which I'm a member. So yes, I represented a lot of people you wouldn't want to go to dinner with. That's what attorneys do. And the SCV hired me in spite of that, not because of that. But because I'm an advocate. I'm a passionate advocate. And I'm a passionate advocate for stopping cultural desecration and art desecration.
So you were a white supremacist?
Absolutely not. That's called name calling. That's very childish. And the Southern Poverty Law Center is a hate group. It's a hate group. I don't care if took all of the white supremacy off this campus. You'd be here on a bare field.
Actually, yeah, can that company also just take...
You'd be on a bare field. This whole campus was built in the era of Jim Crow segregation and before. We're going to do more. Greg Fembus will live to regret his decision. He will rue the day, and that's fine. That's what America is all about.
So when the Army helped Iraqis tear down the statue of Saddam, was that cultural desecration?
Probably. If the people if they wanted to pick Saddam Hussein up there, sure.
Well,
but see, we're not talking about a 50-year-old statue, a 20-year-old statue of Saddam Hussein. We're talking about people in the Middle East that are tearing down ancient monuments, tearing down ancient cities and thousands.
but they're not putting them in museums.
No, they're just destroying them.
Right.
Well, we have no guarantee that that's good. This is a year and a half. A lot can happen in a year and a half.
Actually, I know the battle, and we are really fighting against ISIS. And this is not the same thing. It's the similar. It's similar. But sir, I'm going to be respectful. When my brother was at the Pentagon on 911, when my brother was at the Saddam Hussein execution, when my brother is there, so
this is cultural desecration. This is art desecration.
You know what? I have to admit, I asked quietly because I majored in fine arts here, and that was my major question, and I had to be humble.
So what's the next step? Puts you obviously lost in court on Thursday and then again on Friday.
We have to find out if we still are in court, whether we're appealing to the Third Circuit, or whether we are still in the 53rd Judicial District Court. Once we know that, then we know what we can do, what we have to do, and we may amend the complaint. So the judge misstated the law. She said that this came under a charitable trust, and unfortunately for her, charitable trust did not exist in 1920, and the status of the bequest to the university is covered under the law of 1920, the law at the time. So we still got some, that's the law. In 1920, if you gave money, but when they consider the status of that bequest, you look back to the law at the time that it was given, not the law of today. And until 1983, there was no such thing as charitable trusts in Texas. So we got to go back and see what the law was in 1920. We're already looking at that.
Okay, but in 1920, I couldn't have been a student here, so I think that this move was trying to pull us into the progressive age.
But see, that's the law of Texas. I'm sorry. When he gave the money in 1920. Okay.
The money. That's all this is about.
Of course it is. That's all this is about.
Right.
Of course. When he gave the bequest that made the Littlefield Staff Complex possible, the gift was made in 1920, and in judging Texas law, if you judge what that status is of that bequest, you have to look to the law of 1920, not the law of 2015. That's state law.
Well, I prefer to look to what's right for students in 2015 versus an antiquated law in the books from 1920.
I'm sorry, unless y'all contact your legislators and have them change the law. The law is you look at the law at the time that was given, and so that's what we have to operate on.
We don't need to argue this. The statues are gone.
Well, they'll be back.